This is my story. I wish I could say this in person, but all I have is a representative. And I hope after you hear my story, you too can be my representative.
It was a warm Saturday morning, and I woke up quite early, ready to face my day's reality. As much as I would have enjoyed to continue my sleep, the thought of going to school, seeing my friends, and just being in the classroom again made me sleepless. And oh, my mother. Of course, her gentle voice beckons me every morning to get up and get ready for school. So I woke up making sure to get ready as quickly as I could, and my mama, she had already prepared my uniform. I looked at my uniform with such a stare as if I had seen a unicorn, because I could not even remember when last I put on that uniform. Immediately I went into a transition. I could not explain the transformation, but all I could see was a picture, a true reflection of my future. Yes, I wanted to be a doctor. The thought of putting on a white robe, holding my stethoscope, kept my heart panting, such that it gave me a painting of myself in white. Yes, all I wanted to do was to make a difference, to change lives, and to add some fragrance to the world when I grew up. I began to see pictures of myself in the theater, operating upon to heal and not to destroy, with equipments to mend and not weapons to scatter. And yes, I always imagined myself not only wearing the white robe, but being a surgeon. I was awakened by my mother's call. "Come on, my child," she said. "I do not want you to be late for school." Then I realized I had just lived my future, a future I would never get a chance to experience. If only I knew that was all I had left of my dream to be a doctor. I ran out of my room with so much excitement, and I said to Mama without resentment, "When I become a doctor, you don't have to worry about sickness, because I will take care of you and you will know no weakness." She smiled back at me and said, "I'm proud of you, my child. Go to school and make good grades, and watch your dream become your truth." She bid me goodbye with a hug, and like every other child, I ran out to the streets jubilating with my school bag on my back. And yes, I was celebrating, finding my way to that one place where I knew my future could be made possible. As I walked down the path to my school, it happened again. This time, not a transition, but flashbacks of frustration and real oppression. These were memories of years past, when the streets were owned by children and parents, walking freely to that one place where dreams were not just dreams and visions not just visions, but gave room for people to bring their dreams and visions to realization. I remembered how my mama would rush sweating to take me back home when the firings began, and all I could see then was smoke filling the air and people wailing. Yes, these were my frustrations, and I wondered where the zeal, the passion, the fire for education fled to, and why this became less of a priority, and how we lost the very essence of our symphony. Was there no voice to challenge this? I murmured as I felt the agony even in my thoughts. Then I heard the school bells ringing and children playing. Oh, the memories went away. Alas, I am in school again, and I knew my future wouldn't waste away. Then the lines began to change. All I could sense was darkness filling the room. It felt like I was in a garden filled with flowers blossoming, and suddenly these flowers withered. Before I could scream, I lost my voice. Before I could run, my feet failed. Before I could think of crying, there was a fountain of tears flowing from my eyes. Then the wailings and torments began. Knives piercing, cutlasses cutting, and axes breaking. The sight of this was worse than what we were being taught in Sunday school about hellfire. And oh, Mama, if I am gone today, how do I make you proud or be your voice when yours fails? Then I remembered her gentle voice that would always tell me to pray. I began to pray, and all I could say then was, "Not today, Lord, not today." I prayed my turn would never come and hoped I would get another chance. As I said amen, I felt the sharp pain radiating across my back. It became a rain of pain from my back to my neck to my feet to my head. And in my pain, I knew this was the end of my today and my tomorrow. There was no future. I screamed as I breathed my last and I lost my voice. I don't know the rest as I was not there to face it all, but my representative will tell you the rest. When did the desire to retire from being termed an underdeveloped people and a third world become a crime? Yet instead of joining hands to change this reality and take hold of our destiny, we rather destroy the way to victory and choose to lose our unity. When will education become a pride again? Who will speak for the voiceless? To you, Mama, I know I cannot be there to tell you how much I will be your Mandela. My heart is bleeding, my eyes are tearing, but be strong, for we have a seer who will be our justifier. And someday, my little brothers and sisters will be happier with the transformation when these tribulations are over. If education is a crime, I choose to be convicted because the lack of it makes me a prisoner. Anyways, I am voiceless. I need a voice. And yes, if you want my voice, just pass this message to the world. All I want is a chance to be called an asset and not a liability in future because of my ignorance. All I want is peace with no flashback and transitions of frustrations. All I need is a voice even though I am voiceless. Who would answer the call? Be my voice. Be my voice.